Ah, notification was hurtful. Oh no, help me. Oh no, my god, look at all of them. They're like little white dots. Oh my gosh, it's tiny bunnies.
Change pose. Flirty bear. Oh yeah, that's how you flirt.
Come on. Oops. No, I'm dead. Oh, I was just a little too close. Oh, aw, this is so sweet. Okay, I think. Whoa! Sebastian just zooping in like that. What we need is Goofy to get out of the way! And, Dreamlight's magic. Or we were to meet discovered. That wasn't a question. Oh no, that was today? Question mark? And that's not all. Maui, please. Some of my memories of the valley are starting to come back.
Pretty much the same as the Woo. What the? Oh my.
Oh no, he saw me. Just, no. Oh. Again, of course, this is all rumors, so until we hear it straight from the horse's mouth, sorry, then, well, yeah, this is still a possibility of it being all fake. YB! Whoa! Oh, I love the supersonics! What is he, Doctor Stranging this?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Plans! Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and today is a special day for my channel because on this day, June 16th in 2013, is when I fully started my content creation journey. So it's just so hard to believe. Like, I wasn't even sure if I'd be doing this still 10 years later, but yeah, 2023, 10 years later than 2013, so here we are. Thank you so much for all of your support along the way. Like, some of the most memorable experiences of my whole life have been a result of this channel, and I cannot thank you enough. So, I knew this year I had to do something. 10 is a big deal, but I was like, I feel like I've done just about everything I can to celebrate anniversaries in the past years. And then I realized, oh, there's one type of video I hadn't done yet, which is to actually react to some of my older videos. So we're gonna cringe a little, laugh a little together, hopefully, and just have a humbling journey of how I started to kind of closer to where I am now with Sims and Sonic and Dreamlight Valley, and even here on the screen, the Wacky Wheels portion of my channel trailer. I did want to pause on that because that was one of the very first video games I'd actually ever played, which was on MS-DOS, if you're old enough to remember that. I actually played that long before I even played Mario Kart, but it is quite similar to that. Yeah, look at the escaped zoo animals. Yeah, but we'll start watching some of my old videos here. A few of you have actually come upon this one, A Cloud Struggle. I haven't watched this one in a while, but this is the first video that is up on my channel. God,
There's
that audio.
some clouds over there trying to climb that mountain.
Ah.
The clouds are saying, this mountain is so high, I can't reach it. It's such a struggle. But it will make it eventually, if it's persistent enough.
So to give more context to this is while I was on a trip in Austria back in 2009. So actually my channel has technically been around since then, because originally I had made my channel just to upload some assignments for my college classes at the time, and I just kind of uploaded this one for kicks and giggles, and yeah, I don't know. I guess it is still kind of funny, just like how I thought that was so funny back then, because yeah, it's just like the clouds really just trying to get over those Austrian mountains. So there we go. That was the beginning of my YouTube journey, sort of. That was the beginning of my YouTube journey, sort of, but not quite, because for a few years I just kind of uploaded videos randomly, and just because I felt like it. It was mostly, I think, stuff from the Sims 3 store, and I was just showing non-commentary footage, so but yeah, I mean, in terms of like the gaming videos, I didn't start doing that until much later. Even just looking at the comments here is so funny, the quality content I came for. Please do more clown videos. Huh. Maybe that's not such a terrible idea. But, yeah. Oh, Divya. Oh, I remember Divya. She was really active on Sims Twitter in, like, the really early days. I miss seeing her around. Now we're jumping a couple years into the future. In September 2011, this is technically the first Let's Play I ever did of a game called Jump Birdie Jump. It was just a game that I found on the Mac App Store. It's like Angry Birds, except you're actually flinging this bird towards his girlfriend to reunite. And it's quite interesting. I don't know if you can still get this game now, but I was recording this on my old MacBook with this app called Screenium that I downloaded from the Mac App Store as well. So see how this sounded. This is only a minute long. That's just unthinkable to me now, only doing a minute long Let's Play episode.
Hey guys, so
Oh,
I just
my God.
downloaded this app called Screenium from the Mac App Store, and I was thinking, well, let's test it out by playing this new game called Jump Birdie Jump.
Wow,
I
that's
guess
a
the
lot
best way to describe it
stars.
is by saying that it's kind of like Angry Birds meets physics platformers.
Yeah.
So basically, this bird wants to be with his girlfriend, but stuff keeps getting in the way, so have to fling
Yep.
him up
Well,
platforms and stuff to get to his girlfriend
Yeah.
or whatever. Wow, I just cannot describe this game very well. I haven't been playing this game very
Well,
long anyway, so.
to be fair, yeah, it's my first Let's
Whee!
Play.
Wee. And we
Honestly, it looks kind of fun.
reunited.
Yeah, I should see if I can download that again.
Alright, I'll probably play a little bit more of this, but this is just a test right now, so see ya.
Okay, yeah, so it was more of a tech test of what I could try and do with a Let's Play sort of video, I guess. So that's why also it was so short. Maybe I can watch like another one of these, because I think I did improve.
Alright guys, let's get pumped because we're gonna play some more Jump Birdie Jump. Yeah, let's jump right into this.
Oh, man.
Alright, avoid the obstacles because walls are dangerous. Alright, let's do
I
this.
was really
Whee!
pumped. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wee. And wee.
Okay, yeah, it's still
United
lagging.
again.
But-
Alright, so how's that for an intro?
Yeah,
Okay, so
time.
yeah, I did a little YouTube
10
search
seconds.
for Jump Birdie Jump, and there's not many videos for it. I'm kind of surprised because it did come up in the suggestions, but yeah, there's like a few promo videos, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I've decided I'm gonna
It was a
follow
different
through
time.
with this Let's Play. So go through as much of this game as I can.
Let's Plays were way less common back then in 2011.
One moment of epicness.
I guess that's when
of
they were
winning.
just starting to get prominent. So, yeah, there we
Yay.
go.
I don't know why I just went quiet there for a second. That was weird. Press pause to access the menu.
I love how even back then I
And
was so
press
self-aware.
pause, and
I was just so self-aware even back then, but yep, that's just part of who I
then
am.
pause the game. Alright, so let's keep going with this. Do, 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 do.
Oh yes, time those jumps. Oh,
Alright. Do, 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 do.
come on. Yeah. I just went more.
I think I'll take the easy way out by just launching for this one star.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And
Try to get all the stars too.
wee. Reunited again.
Yeah, that's pretty cute.
Alright, that'll do it for this part. So catch you later, soon.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure like how to even like end a video, how to begin a video. I think that I hadn't even figured out like even I haven't even figured that out a year into my actual like YouTube career. So I mean,
Avoid the
if you are just like starting out now and you're not quite sure everything yet, like don't worry, like it will figure itself out. Just keep doing it. Just feel it out, what works best for you, and eventually, yeah, you will get it. If I can figure it out, yeah. Now we're at April 16th, 2013. This is also an important milestone for my channel because this is kind of the prologue, in a way, to me fully launching my YouTube career. Because this was basically just another test of what I could do with my recording equipment. I got a blue Snowball USB microphone, which is what a lot of people use at the time. I remember specifically Queen, who was a huge inspiration to me. She did all these Sims 3 Let's Plays and unfortunately passed away quite a few years ago. But she was using that mic too, so that's a big reason why I went with it. So I took a look at this Country Livin' set that's on the Sims 3 store, but just the Fowl and Feathers chicken coop, just to kind of experiment with it. Yeah, it's only like 9 minutes long, so let's watch some of this.
Hey there, I'm Julian, aka Iron Seagull, and it's time to change things up here a little bit. I've actually not played with this content yet, so we'll be
I actually
discovering
saved my first reaction for this.
And,
I forgot about that detail.
Yeah, let's get into it. So I have my family here, and
I remember
you may
these.
actually recognize these Sims from some of my other videos. This guy here, Duck, he got crushed by a vending machine in one of my other videos. And
Oh,
it was quite
yeah.
hilarious and totally unexpected.
And that video was
But
my
anyways,
first tweet.
Back to the chickens.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh
let's
my
click
gosh.
on one. So you can play with chicks. You can harvest eggs and ask how many chickens does it take to screw in a light bulb and other things. And argue with Charles the Evil Chicken and feed the chickens. Yeah, so let's feed chickens.
I love how I had a sim named Duck feed the chickens. I'm sure that was totally my intention back then,
There
too.
he is, feeding chickens and stuff.
Yes, he sure is.
Ask which one's better, 100-sized chicken or 100
That's the
sized horses.
Wait, what did I say there? I wasn't even sure myself, apparently.
Ask which one's better, 100-sized chicken or 100-sized horses.
I just got really tongue-tied, okay. Yeah, basically. Still making fun of myself. Consignment specialists.
Oh,
Sure,
yes,
you
by
get
the
the
way, I
chickens.
do use mods, so you might see some notifications pop up from time to
Oh,
time. I might
yeah.
actually
I remember now, back then, it was kind of like, I don't know if I'd say taboo, but it was very, like, the end thing to do to not use mods when recording, like, gameplay videos of The Sims 3, so, yeah, that's so funny. Like, now it's the complete opposite. But, yeah, back then, I think that was also just, like, a big influence from the Queen, where she didn't use any custom content either.
turn those off for the next video.
Yeah, so I just wanted to turn them
Okay.
off the next time.
See what, but
Oh, the chicks!
it's a little bit better than that, and also the chicks could be a little bit more detailed as well. But
yeah,
they're okay.
yeah, a little.
They can be fluffier, but they're
It's funny
okay.
how they like kind of just jump up like
So,
that.
yeah, if you're on the fence, definitely hurry up with that decision because the price will go up to 1,500 points for the normal price.
Man, that's
so,
a lot of money. That Sims 3 store,
yeah,
so
that
overpriced,
covers
even
it for
today.
this overview/review/ me screwing up, but whatever. This is my first time, so
Yeah.
I'll just poke fun at myself for it.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing to rewatch. Like, my practice round before fully diving into Let's Play content, which is actually the next thing I want to look back at. So now we go on to the actual anniversary. June 16th, 2013 is when I did my first Sims Let's Play. Let's Play The Sims 3 Dragon Valley Rivals Part 1 Ghosts and Weirdness as a nod to the Deadmau5 song Ghosts and Stuff. So, here we go. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
there.
Just
My
a
name
little
is
intro
Julian,
there.
Also known as Iron Seagull, and here I am, finally doing a Let's Play on The Sims 3. I've been wanting to do this for years.
Yeah.
So this first Let's Play with The Sims 3 will be in Dragon Valley, but there's a twist. I'm branding this as The Sims 3 Rivals, where
Yep.
basically I'll be playing as two different Sims in two different households, and they don't exactly get along so well. So I'll be switching
Yeah, no
between
kidding.
these two Sims every other part or so, just to change things up a bit and kind of refresh the formula of Let's Plays a little bit.
Yeah, that was like a pretty standard thing for Let's Plays at the time. It was just like, oh, you play as one family the whole time, and that's basically it. But then I thought, okay, yeah, when I want to come in and finally do the Let's Plays, because I've been wanting to do Let's Plays for years, but I was waiting until I had better equipment so I wouldn't sound too potatoey. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if that was the right move. If I should have started earlier, then maybe my channel would have grown more. But especially because I have a background in broadcast journalism, I really kind of like set a standard a bit higher for myself for starting out than just starting out with like just a headset with a really like, you know, like those cheap $30 microphones. I wanted to have something better. So yeah, there's like the blue snowball that you already started hearing. So yeah, I really wanted to come in with something like half decent equipment and something to also shake up just the kind of status quo of Let's Plays. So yeah, that was a fun thing to
let's
start
start
out
the
with.
story of Dragon Valley.
Yeah,
It's fun.
Dragon Valley. Very interesting
Okay.
world to start out in too.
Welcome to Dragon Valley, a land of myth and fantasy.
Yes.
It's been years since any adult dragons have terrorized this peaceful town, but it's not yet time to rest.
How
The
cool would it be to get
elven
dragons
Sims
back
of
in The Sims 4?
Dragon Valley are working to ensure that their military is up to par, their citizens are prepared for disaster, and that the scientific techniques they've used to keep the dragonlings small stay intact. The skies may be clear for now, but beneath the surface a conflict is brewing
Yes. Oh, this
between
lore.
Mithrin and O'Connell families for control of the town. It's tradition versus progress. On which side will you stand?
Yeah, to also give a bit more context to how I was sounding, because I sound more confident now than I did back then, but it was also because when I was starting my commentary videos, I was living with my grandparents in a small apartment, so I felt just a little embarrassed doing this sort of stuff. Especially back then, it wasn't as common a practice to like do these sorts of videos where it sounds like as if you're just talking to yourself, especially if you are in the same room or in the same house or apartment or whatever. So it was like, yeah, I was still coming out of my shell here. So definitely, I mean, I guess that probably is still a thing now for those who are even just starting their YouTube channel now, but I still feel like now that is a bit more normalized compared to back then. Now it's like there's so many YouTube channels out there, it's so saturated. But yeah, and it's kind of funny too. There were a lot of other people who started around the same time as me too. It's like on the Sims side in particular, it just blew up. There was only a few people before then, like James Turner and Andrew Arcade and Queen, Rachy Bop, and trying to remember, like Landros, I think, had also started by then. Few other people. Sims 3 Loser, yeah, there were a few people, like maybe a dozen-ish. And then it just blew up to hundreds, and now I can't even imagine how many of us there are now. It's too many to keep track.
And basically, one of my Sims will be on the good side, and one of my Sims will be on the dark side.
Yeah, and both
So,
of these
let's
Sims I
start
brought back in
building
The
up
Sims
this
4,
town here.
eventually. Ladford and
We'll
Alice.
come back in a second.
Actually, Ladford is going to make a cameo in my next episode of Supernatural Generations, so that'll be cool.
Alright, we're back, and oh yeah, look at this. So many trees. And the lighthouse.
Trees.
I love the
Yes.
lighthouse. It's probably one of my favorite new things about this neighborhood.
Yeah, the lighthouse is
And
pretty
there's
cool,
the
not gonna lie.
downtown.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
too bad there are
pretty
still,
cool
like,
looking.
it's too bad there's still the yellow taxis driving around.
So what I'll do is make a few upgrades to the town, place the Renaissance Fair venue since I have the gold edition, and
Oh yeah, I went all in
place
with
the
that.
seasons lot that Simguru Smitty made, and a few other things.
Oh,
So-
Siguru Smitty, I remember
Okay,
her.
so
Oh, she
we're
was
back
so
now,
cool.
And I've done stuff, added some stuff to the town.
I think Smitty was either the first or the second Simguru to follow me on Twitter, because it was either her or Simguru Sarah. And actually, I'm not sure if Simguru Sarah is with The Sims anymore either. But yeah, Smitty left
first,
quite a
let's
while
just
ago.
Get right into
I
this.
think even before Sims 4 released.
We'll be starting off with our hero sim, Ladford.
Oh, yeah,
Hennig.
and he had a horse, and we
he's
might be
a
getting
ghost
horses in The Sims
who,
4 now.
He basically got
They just like full circle.
killed by a haunting curse.
If
His,
that leak ends up being right.
little fictional story is that he's from the near future, and
Yeah.
he, basically what happened, at least in my sort of imagination, is that the dragons ended up going out of control again, and they took over, and they they destroyed everything again, and Ladford tried to put a dragon out of commission by using the Haunted Curse on him, but it backfired, so he died. But his lab assistant, who I may just put in later, he revived him, and now he's come back in time using his time machine.
I've never elaborated on his assistant.
Prevent this huge crisis from happening again. That
goes right through it.
Sim Goose when he showed in the chat, and oh yeah, that's right. He goes through every object because he's a ghost.
That's a cool thing.
Oh yeah, it even comes like out through the the mouth and stuff. That's so awesome. Yeah, I probably look like a weirdo to you all right now, just getting fascinated by his sink. But yeah, there you go. That's
self-awareness.
Iron Seagull. So,
slide the picture of Mimiko.
Odd pattern on it, but kind of cool, I guess.
Mimiko
I'm all for being
looks
different.
confused.
Since this is kind of like a medieval themed town, I thought, well, it'd be kind of cool to have him use a horse and ride that around town instead of a car.
Yeah, and I remember I would play as the horse while Ladford was at work too. Just with all the freedom in the world while Ladford was at work.
Household to town. What neighbors?
Oh boy, Sims 3.
What neighbors are you talking about? There's no neighbors.
Oh gosh.
Like a Monty Python moment for a second there, where they're just riding on invisible horses.
I love how I thought on that movie.
Yeah, and I put that junkyard that comes with pets. We'll visit that a bit later.
Oh yeah, the junkyard. Still remember that one time I blew everything up by accident.
It's a bit foggy today, isn't it?
Just caused like a chain reaction for blowing up one junk pile, and it just completely roasted my sim. Not in this Let's Play. It was actually something that happened off camera, but I've recounted it before.
Where's that music coming from?
It's one of the funniest experiences
a show going on in that theater.
I've ever had in The Sims. Oh, it's so cool. Just riding on horseback through the town. Even though it's still like lags when you get too close to buildings, but yeah, especially like here,
bridge right here,
where there aren't any buildings, you can just take in the scenery.
Show this off quickly.
Oh yeah, oh like that bridge design,
right there.
So neat,
just so beautiful.
See, like we need more interesting themed worlds like this.
What? I don't know why he stopped.
Either more like themed worlds or just worlds that are outside of the U.S. to have like cool stuff like this. It's not just the same old stuff over and over.
Oh, actually, I'll show you his traits while...
Oh, yeah.
So,
all
he's
the traits.
Rebellious, dramatic, eccentric, proper, and ambitious.
We got the proper trait back in Snowy Escape, yeah. The bad
Since I would already cut out the sleeping anyways, we'll just end this part here. So,
thanks
for watching me and my randomness. I hope it wasn't too unbearable, but I'll get better at this.
Oh,
I mean, I've done Let's Plays before, but not once for The Sims, so
yeah, jump, Barty, jump.
It should get better as it goes along, so like, comment, subscribe, favorite, whatever you feel like doing, and
oh yeah, that was my outro.
In the next part. See you guys. Ooh, lighthouse. Oh.
Yeah, there's a better look at his dragon. Oh, it's so cool.
I guess he's going to sleep too.
Actually, has a sleeping animation.
Yeah,
the
smoke! It's like the poofy smoke around him.
Wow.
He sleeps.
Oh, man. It just makes me want dragons even more in The Sims 4 now. Like, how cool would they be to have as a pet? Because you wouldn't expect to have them in cats and dogs, so it wouldn't really feel like my first pet stuff situation, in my opinion. But, yeah, wow, interesting looking back at that. I know I've done videos for past anniversaries where I actually replayed the save in Dragon Valley, but that's kind of cool actually looking back at the video that I did at the time. One other one we'll take a look at. When was this one made? Oh, this is just about a month later. July 13th, 2013. This was my first Sonic Let's Play. Like, we gotta give a nod to Sonic, because Sonic's my favorite video game character, and Sonic is part of the channel, so this was the very first Sonic Let's Play that I did. I knew I had to start with Sonic Adventure 2 because that game is so good. It was basically my first main Sonic game, because my first Sonic game was actually Sonic Advance, but then I played Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube pretty soon after. Good times playing that with my friends with the multiplayer and the Chow racing and the kart racing and just the regular racing levels and the mech and all that stuff. The treasure hunting. Ideal Sonic thing. What a funny name. Oh, yeah. Shadow. Yeah, just letting this cool intro play out. Dr. Eggman, yeah. Oh, Mimiko fell off from the height. Oh yeah, Knuckles going, ah! It's so funny, I forgot about that. Then learn! Live and learn! Yeah! Dun-dun! Oh, and now Sonic Movie 3. Sonic Movie 3 is probably going to take a lot of inspiration from Sonic Adventure 2 with Shadow showing up at the post-credit scene, so... Yeah, I really hope Movie 3 will end up being as good as the first two.
Hey guys, this is Julian, aka Iron Seagull, and we're playing a game that was very near and dear to my childhood, Sonic Adventure 2.
Warning!
Getting all 180 emblems would take way too many parts, and it wouldn't be that enjoyable to watch, so,
yeah, at least I knew that back
into the
then.
story mode. And what I'll probably do
I
is...
did get 180 emblems on the GameCube version, because I'm recording this on PC. Because, yeah, I didn't get my Elgato capture card until many years later, but, yeah. I remember unlocking Green Hill Zone, and my friend actually did that the same day as me, and it was Christmas Eve. I remember we met at church, and we were like, oh, did you get the secret level? Yeah! Oh,
Just
gosh.
all
The
of the
memories
story
are coming back
first,
to me.
And then finish that, and then we'll go to Dark, so...
That would be funny if I had started with Dark first, but, yeah, I mean, I gotta start off with City Escape. It's so iconic. Ryan Drummond, yes. There we go, yeah, that part. Yeah, I used this in my intro for my channel for quite a while. Yeah. Yeah,
I really miss Ryan Drummond as Sonic. He's definitely my favorite Sonic voice.
we got together.
So I'll show you a little interesting trick here. I think it works better in 2-player, but if you
Oh, yeah.
wiggle the controller left and right, you can go a little bit farther in the air when you're just approaching the ground.
Yeah, that screwed me up a little bit, but, yep. That was a weird trick that my friend and I found. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is quite interesting.
Got
I haven't really
places to
seen
go, not
street
follow
boarding
my
in
rainbow.
video games. This is kind of interesting.
Oh, man. More than kinda, this is awesome.
Darn it, I hit that car. Oh,
Nice. 200 points. Oh, yes.
I'm not the best Sonic player, but I do the best I can.
Oh, man, this
Trust
music
me in what you can see.
just takes me back.
There, as you can see, not the best Sonic player.
I think I even, like, hadn't played Sonic Adventure 2 in a bit.
Trust me, and we will
Before I
sort of
did
escape
this
from the cities.
series.
I thought I missed
Yeah,
it
let's
for a
see,
second.
how did I react to
Oh
the
man,
trick?
one of the craziest things I've ever seen in any video game.
Yep. Oh, I mean,
I don't know
it's
how
true.
they come up with these ideas. I mean, seriously, like, how did
Yeah.
they come up with this idea of
How did they think
this
of that?
giant truck to chase after this
Was
one
it-
hedgehog? It's
Was it
just
Final
insane.
Destination? I don't
And then it
know.
was even crazier in
The
Sonic
Terminator?
Generation.
Oh, yeah, the
They
big-
the truck chainsaws and rockets out the back. It's just,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
That's right, Generations was a thing by that time. Oh, man. I can't believe even Generations, the actual celebratory Sonic title, is also over a decade old now.
Oh.
That's just wild. I can't believe
just
that.
really- So
That's
in this part,
still
we'll probably
a fun
also
sequence.
do Knuckles' level, and if it's not taking up too much time, Tails' boss and level as well.
Oh, nice. I still got a B rank.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Okay. Oh, I did do some Chow Garden gameplay. They need to bring this back. There's been so much demand for more Chow. But, I don't know. For some reason, they haven't done this in a
I
long
did
time.
play a little bit just off camera,
Just,
just to get used
just
to the game again. And,
basically just
I
raising
guess
these
the
cute little
Chow thing
creatures
is
and
actually
raising these individual stats like swimming and flying and
insane,
running
so that's interesting.
and stamina.
There's one Chow here.
And they have these little expressions depending on how you hatch them, and there's so many different types of Chow you can get.
The fortune teller just recommended that name, so it's like,
The fortune teller recommended that name.
it's so weird. So
Wow.
I'm probably
There's even
gonna,
like a super rare Tails Chow that
or,
you could get that looks kind of like
pound
Tails.
anything, 'cause
Yeah, and I remember, yeah, this is cool that Tails actually had a rivalry with Eggman directly in this game, instead of it always being just Sonic versus Eggman.
Just the whole fact that
That he actually
talks to
fight
the dude is kind
Eggman
of
for a
funny
bit
to me.
here. It's a,
It's the only time that happens in
it's
this
a,
entire
it's a
game.
pretty quick encounter, but yeah, Dr. Eggman.
Now we have to try to own Eggman by using our mech.
I have the propeller punch.
You know,
Just
really
sliding
push
back
the
so
tails.
far.
Like
Oh my
the
gosh.
Sonic one to show him who's boss, I guess.
Yes.
Boss battle with bossiness.
Oh yeah.
You were saying Eggman.
That's what he's like. I'm gonna destroy you.
me.
Like a second after.
You didn't. You really didn't.
Yep, I defeated him. Oh, seagulls!
Ah, the plastic
They-
looking seagull.
Yeah, those look like they're made out of paper.
Segmented.
Oh, so this video I actually made 1 year exactly after I started my content creation career. And I was also thanking you all for 1,000 subscribers. I still remember back then, that seemed like such an impossible thing. Yet here we are with almost 34,000. So now I actually want to go all the way back to April 28th, 2022, because that was the first video I ever did for Disney Dreamlight Valley, because up until that point, it's like, even though I did other games on the channel, the views just were not nearly as good as they were for The Sims, except for, like, the odd time the algorithm would favor me. But then, suddenly, with this game, I just wanted to do this game because I was like, I just had a gut feeling I really wanted to cover this. I was super excited when I saw the trailer. I was like, yes, I'm doing a video. Whether it does well or not, I'm doing this. And it surprisingly did really well. Even this one didn't even, it's not my best performing Dreamlight Valley video, but yeah, that's still almost 10,000, which would not happen normally with a non-Sims video. But yeah, like now Dreamlight Valley is like a pillar of my channel, which is something that I'm really glad has become a thing. Yeah, that was... That's the intro I used for a long time. There we go, there's Sonic of the intro from Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, I still use that music now. Buzz, yep, he's in the game now. Well, I don't think anyone saw this video coming. Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with something very different today. Yeah. Something that really caught my attention because I saw a couple of people tweeting about this on my timeline. This game is called Disney Dreamlight Valley. Yes. This is being marketed now I've come so much further along. Adventure. Now I'm more confident in my voice. My editing has become better. Wait. Oh, Ralph. What? So I watched the trailer, and I'm very intrigued by this. I gotta say, this could turn out to be something really special if they pull this off correctly. Yeah, this game came out of nowhere. How many of you have played Disney Infinity? Because I played the heck out of that back in the day, and I still have Disney Infinity my figures. It was so sad when that game suddenly got canceled, so maybe this game could fill the void that was left behind by that cancellation. You know what, yeah. Very strong. I would say it has. Like, yeah, Disney Infinity is a very special game to me, and yeah, like, I still have all my figures. I mean, I'm not going to show you all right now, but yeah, here's Baloo from the Jungle Book. This was actually a lot later in the game's life, but yeah, that was a very special game to me. But yeah, Dreamlight Valley has been such an interesting game to follow, and I already have logged as many hours as Animal Crossing New Horizons almost, so like, when you've done anything for 10 years, even if you do like it a lot, it's hard to really even feel that same magic as when you first started. But I remember I was so excited to record this video. This has been the most excited I've been in quite a while to do any, like, one video in particular. So it was so refreshing to do this video, and I'm really glad so many of you enjoyed it. Yeah, this is how, like, the Dreamlight Valley section of my journey started. Oh, like, they need to put that in the game still, to have Ariel just relaxing on the rock like that. That's so cool. But yeah, that's basically it for my 10th channel anniversary special. I hope you enjoyed watching kind of just like how I started and a little bit of just kind of how I've progressed since then and what it's more like now. And yeah, wow. I still can't believe I'm doing this 10 years later. I still don't know how much longer I'm gonna do this. I think you could ask a lot of YouTubers and streamers the same question, like, how long do you think you're gonna do this? And we'd all say like the same thing, like, just for as long as we enjoy it, you know? Like, it's not a set, like, oh, I'm gonna try and get promoted and get this other position or whatever. This is just like a thing we keep on doing. Maybe some of us relay some of the duties like editing or the thumbnails to other people, but in terms of being a content creator, yeah, just keep doing it for as long as you enjoy it. So I don't know, this could go another 10 years for as long as I know. Hey, there's Paralives. That's like another game I want to cover a lot more in the future, especially whenever, like, I think they're gonna do like an early access thing, but especially when the game is fully out. Oh yeah, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I covered the remake when that came out. Oh, Untitled Goose Game. I'm still waiting for them to announce a sequel. There's that Little Kitty Big City game, I believe it's called, that kind of reminds me of Untitled Goose Game, which I wouldn't mind doing a video on that on the channel. I think there's supposed to be a demo coming out soon. Oh yeah, even just this channel trailer alone is kind of like a fun kind of like journey through time. Oh, Little Sim World. I need to play more of that game again. I've done some videos on that in the past. It's like such an interesting direction that this is also kind of like influenced my life, and getting to even meet so many of the sim gurus multiple times, and like getting sneak peeks at expansion packs and stuff, and meeting some of you in person as well, especially like fellow like simmer YouTube content creators. Yeah, it is really interesting looking back, because it's like so many firsts have happened in these 10 years. Like, where do I even go from here? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Sometimes it's like I just kind of play it by ear. Yeah, and even like comparing back then to now, Let's Plays were so much more popular, whereas now Let's Plays aren't really as much of a thing, except for like the bigger channels who have kind of always been doing it. Because yeah, I've noticed that not just with Sims, but in general, yeah, Let's Plays are not really as much a thing, but more so like random gameplays that are more one-offs. Actually, one thing that I might as well say in this video, in case you didn't know, how I came up with the Iron Seagull name is because at the time my favorite superhero was Iron Man, and my favorite bird, obviously, is seagulls. So I just thought, okay, I'll combine the two and make my username out of that, because I was really trying to come up with something kind of like unique that wouldn't be just, it wouldn't get as confused with other people, because a lot of people, like, especially with the Sims community, just call themselves, like, something simmer, and I didn't want to fall into that, because I already knew from the get-go I didn't want to just do Sims. So yeah, I would say start off with a name that can be a bit more general, even if it's a genre that would be better, like something simulation. If that ends up being like your thing, you want to focus mainly on simulation games, you could do that. But yeah, I've just advised against rooting yourself too much in one game, especially with like your name. But yeah, I will wrap this up here before I ramble even more. I've already been recording for over an hour. So I will just say thank you again, like, so much for all the support along the way, whether you've been around for like 1 year or 1 day, or even since 2013. Thank you so much for this journey that I've been able to embark on, thanks to you all. And I guess the button's there, I don't know, subscribe if you want to. And yeah, if you are interested in keeping up with my latest gaming content, I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.